Hey guys, Mr. C here, and today we're going to talk about building the rest of the pages that we need for our client website. Now it's important to remember that every page has to go through the design journey, which is content outline, whiteboard the wireframe, mock up the wireframe, and then finally build. We do not ever go straight to build. We always have to go through these 4 steps. This ensures that we make sure all the content that needs to be on the page is there, and that we don't waste a lot of time farting around with the layout when we've actually been able to do preliminary layouts with the whiteboard and the mock-ups. So we don't want to be designing per se with Canvas with Elementor. By the time we get to Elementor, we should already have our design pretty much decided. So step 1, we need to decide what pages are left to be designed on our website. And for that, we're going to have to pull up our site IA that you guys made last year. This is one that I did for a client, looks like 2 years ago. So I'm going to use this as my test. Now what I want to do is make sure that everyone on my team has something to do. I do not want to assign all of the pages that need to be created to myself. You want to make sure that the work is spread out equally among your teammates and that they have the task assigned to them so they know for sure this is something that they need to do. So the first thing that you're going to do as a team is decide, based on your site information architecture, which pages are going to be assigned to which person. Do this before you start creating tasks in Trello. So before you go into Trello, everyone should open up that site A and start talking about what page they want to work on. Okay, so I'm going to say for myself, I've been assigned the resources and the sign up page. So I'm going to head on over to Trello, and these are web pages. So I'm going to add a card for resources page. And what was the other one? Sign up, right? Yes, sign up. And to assign the task to myself, click on the little pencil here, edit the label, and we've already done all these with the colors, so you should just have to find your name and then click it. Cool. Save that, and then I'll come over here and I'll assign this one to myself as well. So when you're done, every teammate that has pages assigned to them will be creating these cards for their page. If you want to see the names, just click on that little pill color and it will pop up and show you the name. Okay, now one more step we're going to do is we're going to translate these 4 steps into what's called a task list within this card right here. So rather than have multiple cards or have multiple lists for each step of every page, we're going to do them within the actual task card itself. So I'm going to click on this once to open it and edit, and I'm going to create a checklist. So I'm going to click right here on checklist, and I'm going to title this page build. Sorry, not page build, page steps. Nope, that's not what I want to call it. Page tasks. There we go. Cool. Now it's created a checklist here, and now this is the name of the checklist. Now I'm going to add items. So the first item I'm going to add is content outline. So every one of these that you create is going to have this list called page tasks, and you're going to have these 4 tasks on every list. And then finally, build in WordPress. Cool. All right. And then we're going to close this guy out. So now you can see on that card we have 4 things that need to be done, and 0 of them are done. So when I come in to work on my work, I'll see these are the tasks that I have, and I'll jump and open up resources page. I'll jump in here and say, okay, I finished the content outline, or I'm going to put a comment and say, still working on content outline. Cool. And then when I'm finished, I'm going to comment finished content outline, and then I'm going to check that box right there. Cool. Super duper simple. Now I can see that there is 1 of 4 tasks completed for this guy. So let's go through this one and let's create another list there, just like we did on the other one. So I'm going to create a new checklist. What did we call it? Page steps, page tasks, page tasks. All right. New checklist, page tasks. Ooh, copy items from page tasks on the resources page. What? Yes. Once you do it once, all you have to do is copy it and boom. There you go. Sweet. So now I have 0 of 4. And again, as you work on something, oops, that's the description. I want to add a comment. Finished CO. And then check it off. And then working on wireframe, whiteboard wireframe. Save it. Oh, next day, still working on whiteboard wireframe. Oh, finally, 3rd day, finish whiteboard wireframe. And then I can check that off there. See, here's my comments. So this is what I'm going to go through, or Mr. Salinas and I are going to go through. When you guys are finished with all these projects, we're going to go back and look at your clock ins here and see what comments you made, what you were working on, even if it's only a part of the page. Like if you're working on the mock-up now, working on mock-ups on mock-ups. Maybe say exactly what you're working on. Navigation. Footer, etc. And then cool. So this is what I want to see when I open up your Trello boards. I want to see lots and lots of comments in here. If I come in and I see no comments, it is not going to reflect kindly on your grade. This is not just about getting the work done. We want to change our mindset to being accountable to each other and to our teammates. And this is a huge part of it. Being able to keep track of your own time and what you are doing and reporting that to your teammates is extremely valuable. And it's going to show in your grade. So please, please, please be putting comments on there. Okay. So once you guys have done that, you've assigned your Site IA pages to your teammates. And then the teammates, each of you has created tasks and also the page tasks list in each of those tasks. You guys are good to go. Good to start working on the content outline. Now, the content outline, just like we did for the homepage, we research other websites that are similar to our client's industry, and we see what they did, and we write those things down, and then we compare. And then from that comparison and what we know about our client, we come up with a content outline that describes the areas of content on that particular page that are going to be useful for our client. So just like we did with the homepage, we have to create a content outline for the rest of each of the pages. All right, cool and cool.